Hi everyone, welcome. And here she is. Come say hello to your fans. No, okay, bye. So tonight's class, you need your blanket, maybe two blocks or something equivalent. And we're continuing our exploration of Yin and Yang yoga. So the Yin side of it, the first half hour approximately, we're looking at the hip series, opening up the hips. And then the Yang side, we're looking at a new sequence called Salutation to Garuda. And Garuda means eagle in Sanskrit. So we're going to make a start in a minute's time. So as always, we'll begin in our seated position. And you'll notice that I've got my mobile phone out, and that's simply to keep a time for the Yin Yoga postures. It's switched off aside from that. So if you're not already in your seated position, please make your way into it. And if you allow your thumb and index fingers to unite, or the index fingers to connect with the base or the roots of the thumbs, please do so. 3 fingers outstretched. Spine is upright, shoulders relaxed. Head is on top of the spine. A little gap between the teeth and the lips are lightly touching. And you begin to make your connection to the breath, feeling the cool air entering the body and the warmer air leaving the body. I'm not asking you to change or manipulate the breath in any way. I'm just asking you to draw your attention to how you breathe from moment to moment. This breathing process is automatic, we are unaware of it. Now I'm asking you to become aware of it. On the inhale, the cool air enters, you reach the top of the breath here at the top. Notice a momentary pause, natural suspension of breath. Within that pause, watch the breath of your exhale and the warmer air leaves the body. You reach the bottom of the breath, and here at the bottom, you notice another momentary pause. Within that pause, watch the breath of your inhale. Continuing this way, immersing yourself in the practice. Noticing if you're finding the practice easy or hard to do this evening. If you find that the mind is busy, you may find it hard to connect with the breath. And that's okay, just be aware of the experience that you're having. As you watch the breath, begin to feel how you're feeling at this moment in time. Noticing your physical form, your mental, emotional layer, your energetic layer. See if the breath can begin to align you into the here and now, arriving into your physical form. And we'll chant the mantra Om 3 times now, breathing in deeply. By chanting the mantra Om, we're affirming, yes, we are here, we are present, we have arrived mentally, emotionally, physically, energetically into our practice. There's a feeling of excitement to be here. And it also reminds us that in a deeper reality, there's an intricate web of consciousness, something mysterious that we don't quite understand, that flows through everything and links us all together. When you next breathe out, feel the contact your seat makes to the earth. Have a sense that you're grounding and rooting into her. Be aware of the reciprocal relationship that you have. She feeds you, and you in turn, ideally, should be feeding her, nourishing her. We shouldn't continuously take from her, but also give to her. And once we've made this connection, we gently bring our awareness into the space by opening the eyes. So we're going to begin with kneeling postures. So make sure you have a blanket beneath you for extra comfort. Begin to adjust your space. And from a kneeling position, we're going to begin with the pose from Yin Yoga, known as Twisted Dragon. So you come up to a high kneeling position and you step the right leg forward and the foot finds the edge of the mat. The hands are placed on the inside of the right leg and you're scooting that left leg back as far as it'll go. And then you may wish to roll to the outside of the right leg and place your right hand on the leg and gently push the right leg away from you, or you can use your forearm to do so. You may choose to turn your head, look up to the sky, but if that hurts your neck, then please don't do it. And then you begin to guide your awareness to the breath. And really becoming aware of that breathing process as we hold these postures. And just notice what area of the body we're targeting. Maybe you can feel it in the right groin and hip area, maybe in the front of the left thigh. Pause here, breathe, and just allow the weight of the body, time, and gravity to begin to gently open you up. And we hold a lot of emotions in our body. And in particular, the hip area is quite sensitive because it's close to our sexual and reproductive organs. So if you find certain emotions begin to arise and surface, see if you can gently release them with the breath. So we've just passed a minute. You might find that you can wriggle and wiggle and make your way into a deeper shape. You might want to place your forearm on a prop or on the floor. You may even decide that you want to come out of it if it's too intense. Just pause, hold, and breathe. And if you have come out of it, allow yourself to rest in child's pose. And when you're ready to, slowly making your way out of the shape and taking that right leg behind you, coming onto the ball of the foot, gently rock forward and back. Raise the right leg up and take the movement into the ankle, rotating and flexing and pointing the toes away. And then bring the practice to a close and we're ready to do the same on the opposite side now. So you're stepping the left leg through. The left leg finds the edge of the mat. Slide the right leg back a comfortable distance. You may choose to roll to the outside of the left leg. Use your left hand to gently push the leg away and look over the right shoulder. Left shoulder, sorry. Look over the left shoulder. If that makes your neck tired, then by all means look down to the floor. And then you're once again connecting to the breath, feeling the cool air entering and the warmer air leaving the body. So we're coming up to a minute. Choose how you want to adjust. Maybe slide the right leg back. Maybe place your right forearm onto the floor. Maybe turn to the left and then turn to the earth. Whatever suits you, really. Continuing to monitor the breath. Continuing to be aware of your inner process. Noticing if your inner critic is supportive or judgmental. If you do find that you're being a little bit judgy tonight, see if you can let it go and replace the process with a more positive statement. And again, please don't forget that you can come out of it. You can rest in child's pose. You can even lie on your back for a moment or two. And now when you're ready to, slowly coming out of the shape. And we take the left leg behind us. We come onto the ball of the foot and we rock forward and back. Raise the left leg up and rotate through the ankle. Flex and point the toes away. And bring the practice to a close. And we're making our way into gecko now. So if you find that the floor is too far away from you, you might want to place 2 props, like so. You can even have 2 props on top of each other. Use 4 props if it's still too far away from you. So you're making your way into your high kneeling position. And gecko targets the hip flexors of the left leg, and it also works in the Achilles tendon of the right. And it's a good one to do outside on the earth so that the earth can feed you and fill you with energy through the sole and the heel and ankle of the right foot. So when you're ready to, you're stepping that right leg through, and you want the right heel to be close to your body, flat to the floor. And then you pause and hold here. Breathe into the shape. And notice how the weight, so the trunk, the weight of the body is going forward. So we've really front loaded the position. So you might find that you feel most of it in the right ankle and very little in the left thigh. You may also feel it in areas I've not described. Continue to be fully present to each and every breath. So we're on a minute now. You have the option to stay here, or if you want to, you can place your hands on your right thigh. Maybe as you begin to raise the trunk up, you can feel it traveling into the left leg a little bit more. You can place the hands on your lower back, push the hips forward and look up. Or you can even interlace your hands behind your back, squeeze the shoulder blades, take the hands to the earth and look up. Hold and Breathe into the variation that suits you. And now we slowly make our way out of the shape. And we're taking that right leg behind us. We're coming onto the ball of the foot, rock forward and back once again. Raise the right leg up and move through the ankle, taking the ankle through its range of movements. Bring the practice to a close. Come to a high kneeling position, and we're ready to do the same on the opposite side. So we're stepping the left leg through, bending through the left knee. And we begin to connect with the breath. And if you don't feel anything in the back of the left ankle, you just keep scooting that left foot back until you do so. And you do try to keep the left heel on the floor. That helps with balance. We're on a minute now, so you can stay here, or you can place your hands on your leading leg, or you can place your hands on your lower back and push the hips forward and raise the head up, or you can interlace your hands behind your back, squeeze the shoulder blades, take the hands to the earth, and look up to the sky. And again, you can come out of it. And now gently making our way out, taking the left leg back, come onto the ball of the foot, rock forward and back. Raise the left leg up and take the movements through the ankle once again. And then bring the practice to a close. So the next one we're going into is called gecko pose. And the hallmark of a gecko is to have the front leg further away from the trailing leg. So it's pretty much the splits. And I'll give you a side view of what we do. I become aware of my right leg, you become aware of your right leg. And we're stepping the right leg forward. And then we begin to create a gap between the trailing and the leading leg. You can have your hands on the inside, or you can have your right hand on the outside of the leg. And then you pause, hold, and breathe here. So this one is an intense one. You don't have to be on the heel of the left foot. So if you find you've got particularly tight hamstrings, you might find that you're on the ball of the, you don't have to be on the heel of the right foot. If you have particularly tight hamstrings, you might find that you're on the sole of the right foot instead. Hold and breathe here. And because this one is quite intense, if you want to come out of it sooner and rest in child pose, please do so. So we're coming on to a minute now. You might find that you can widen your legs, maybe put your forearms on a prop onto the floor, or maybe, as already mentioned, you need to come out of the shape. Continue to be present to the breath and your inner process as you hold. And nearly there, just a few more seconds. Well done, everyone. Now slowly making your way out of the shape. And just easing that leg out the way you need to. So now we're ready to do the same on the other side. So preparing your space. And then sliding that left leg forward and the right leg back. And then just pause and breathe and see if you can smile into this one. I know it's a tough one. So we're coming up to a minute. You might find you want to rock gently from side to side. You may find you can take it a little bit deeper. Maybe place your forearms on the floor. Or maybe you want to come out of it. And now slowly making your way out of the shape. Oh, it's a tricky one to get out of, isn't it? And place that left foot on the floor behind you and just ease it out the way you need to ease it out. And now we come into a position of rest, which is child's pose. So take your bottom to your heels. Then you can place your forehead on a prop. Or you can use your fist to place your forehead on. You can have your arms by the sides of the body, or you can stretch them out in front of you. Whatever suits you. You can have the knees together or apart. And then just pause here for a moment. And allow your body the time and the space to absorb what it's just received. When you next breathe out, feel the contact your body makes to the earth. And now you have two options here. So option one is you stay in child, but you open your knees the width of your yoga mat or wider with your arms stretched out in front of you so that you get into the inner groin and thigh area. Or the second option is you come into dragonfly pose, which is the variation I'm going to do, where you sit on your bottom with your legs wide. So choosing the option that resonates most with you this evening. And then just relax into the shape, breathe into it and hold. So these are quite nice, these two. Well, I think they are, maybe you don't. Continue to be present to the inhale and to the exhale. And have a real sense that your body is surrendering and relaxing and releasing into the shape with each and every breath. So we're coming up to a minute. If you're in wide-legged child, maybe you can take it further by widening your legs a little bit, wriggling and wiggling. If you're in the seated dragonfly position like I am, maybe you can get your forearms or walk your hands further forward. Then you just pause, hold and breathe. And then when we next breathe in, we slowly come out of the shape. So now we want to target the outer thighs, the iliotibial band and the outside of the hips. And there's two postures we can do here. So we can either do, I know it's a favorite of majority of our students, sleep and swan pose. Or you can do a seated variation, which I'm going to do. So if you're familiar with sleep and swan, make your way into the shape. If you need a little bit of extra support, you come back onto your hands and knees. You're keeping the right leg where it is, the knee where it is. Slide the left leg back. Then allow the right foot to be taken to the left. And then you want to slide that left leg back a little bit further. And then you can choose what height you would like to rest in. Do you want hands on the floor, forearms on the floor? Do you want to stack your fists up and place your forehead on your stacked up fists? Or do you want your forehead directly on the floor and your arms stretched out in front of you? So if you're not doing that option, then the variation that I'm going to do is where we have the legs out in front, we're sat on our bottom, and we place the right lower leg on the left thigh, and we bend the left foot, and we're lifting ourselves up and taking us towards that left ankle. And then we pause and hold, and we breathe into the shape. And if you're doing the variation I'm doing, you might want to flex the heel and push that right knee forward. You might decide to rock from side to side. So if you're in sleeping swan, you gently rock your pelvic basin from side to side. And if you're seated like I am, you're rocking the legs from side to side. We've just gone over a minute. So if you're in sleeping swan, you might wiggle and wriggle and find you can get into a different edge. If you're seated, you might decide to flatten the left leg to the floor and fold over. And just breathe into whatever variation you're currently exploring. And then when you're ready to, on the inhale, slowly making your way out of the shape. And we're ready to do the same on the other side. So making the way into the shape that you're exploring. And then connect with the breath and relax into it. Remember, if you're doing the variation that I'm exploring, you're pushing the left knee forward whilst flexing through the left foot. And we're heading into a minute now. So you might choose to gently rock the pelvic basin or the legs from side to side. Or if you're in a sleeping swan, you might wiggle and wriggle and find a different edge. If you're seated like I am, maybe you wish to slide the right leg flat to the floor and fold over here and hold and breathe. And now we slowly come out of it. And we just come to a position of rest. So if we come to lie on our back for a moment, like Saraswati is showing us. So we just come to lie on our back. Ah, that's nice. And just pause here for a moment. Have a few deep belly breaths. Given the different layers of your being the time to absorb and draw in all the nourishment from what we've explored so far. Have one more breath here. And on the exhale, feel the connection your wondrous body makes to the earth. And we're now moving into breaking down the postures that we're exploring in the Garuda sequence. So if you bring your mat, so it's in this position like this top one is, that would be great. And if you make sure that your head is pointing in the same direction my head is. And we're beginning in cat position, opening up the fingers and thumbs. And then we're going to tuck the toes under, see if we can have a little bit of a gap between the toes. And then we take a breath in, and as we breathe out, we take the weight back. So we get that nice stretch through the toes, the balls of the feet, the whole of the feet perhaps. Then on the inhale, we bring the weight forward once again. And then on the exhale, we take the weight back once again. And then on the inhale, we come forward. Exhale, let's stretch through the toes and the balls of the feet. Pause and hold here. Now activate the arms by pushing your palms into the mat. Draw the elbows towards each other. Glide the shoulders away from the ears. And then as we breathe in, we're lifting the knees up off the floor. And on the exhale, lift the tail up. Make the way into down dog. Bend the knees, belly to thighs. And hold down facing dog. Breathe into the shape. And then from down facing dog, we're going to make our way into a segmental spinal wave plank. So if you're not sure, just come out of dog and have a look at your screen. So we're hugging the belly in and we're bending the knees, and then on the inhale, we're rounding through the spine, making our way into plank. Then on the exhale, back to dog. Bend the knees, hug the belly in, and on the inhale, we're rounding our way into plank. And then on the exhale, back to dog. Come and join me if you're not already doing it. Bend the knees, hug the belly in, round through the spine. Breathing in into a segmental plank. Exhale, back to dog. Bend the knees, hug the belly in. Inhaling, rounding through into plank. Hold plank. Breathe here. And then as you breathe out, place the knees onto the floor. Come to a high kneeling position. So you're mirroring me. So you're going to keep the right leg close to the screen. And we're going to step the left leg forward. And we're going to go into bird of flight. So as we breathe out, the arms go back, the head goes down. And on the inhale, we come up, we fly up. Then on the exhale, we fly down again. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale, stay up. Keep that right gluteal engaged. Open up to the sky. Then exhale, fly down. We're going to go into a kneeling warrior one. So on the inhale, the left arm forward, the right arm back, and you bend the left knee. Look to the left hand. And then crescent moon, place the right hand onto the calf, arc back. Look down to the earth. Make sure the left knee hasn't collapsed to the right. So you're gently taking that left knee to the left. Then exhaling back to warrior one. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, back to warrior one. Inhale, crescent moon. Hold crescent moon. Breathe into it. On the exhale, raise the trunk up. You might need to slide that left leg back a bit. Become aware of the right leg. The right knee stays on the floor, but you're taking the right leg behind you, the lower leg. You might find you need to adjust that left leg a little bit. So sometimes in yoga, they call this the horse position. So you've made your way into horse, and your chest is going a little bit to the left, and you want to make sure that that left knee is not collapsing to the right. So you're using your thigh muscles to keep it in place. Interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, take the hands down to the earth. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, take the weight to the left, and then drop the head down and raise the arms up. Raise your wings up. Hold and breathe. And as you breathe in, you come up to a high kneeling position. Exhale, release the arms. Be aware of your left leg. Slide that left leg out to the left so that the leg has become straight. And you want to have the toes of the left foot aligned with the right knee. This is known as gate pose. Raise your wings, your arms up, and with your thumb and index finger, they touch, and the three fingers are pointing up. So this is known as the swan hand gesture. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, side bend to the left, left hand beneath, right arm above. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, side bend to the right. Breathing in, come to center. As we breathe out, we're going to dive down. Diving down, head comes down, arms up. Inhale, come up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Breathing in, center. Breathe out, side bend to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, swan or dive down. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend left. Hold here and breathe. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend right. Hold here and breathe. Inhale, center. Exhale, down we go. We fly down again. And now we're placing our hands onto the earth. And we're becoming aware of that right leg. We want the right leg to come forward so that our bottom can sit on the floor. Nice. Left leg's on the floor. And we want to go into deer pose. And the easiest way to go into deer is just to bend the left knee. And now we're in deer. Place your right hand on the floor and become aware of your left buttock. On the inhale, raise the bottom up, and on the exhale, place it down. Breathing in, raise it up, and breathe it out. Place it down, inhale, and then exhale. Become aware of your left hand. Raise the left hand up, and if you want to, you can create the mudra again. As you breathe in, sweep the arm behind you to the left. Drop the left buttock down. And then as you breathe out, raise the left buttock, sweep the arm to the right shoulder, turn to the right, and the left hand touches the right shoulder. Inhale, spiraling out, left buttock to the floor, and we turn to the left. And then exhaling, spiraling round to the right. And we place the left hand on the right shoulder. A nice rotation here. Breathing in, we're spiraling to the left, and the left buttock touches the floor. And then exhaling, spiraling to the right. Nice. Place the left hand onto the shin bone now. Raise the right arm up, create the mudra. Inhale, we go back, a little bit of resistance here. You might be able to feel it. And then as we breathe out, we hug the belly in and we drop the buttock down. And this time the right hand touches the left shoulder. Then breathing in, we go to the right and we raise the left buttock up. And then exhale, we come back, drop the left buttock, hug the belly in, right hand to left shoulder. Breathing in, we go to the right. And then exhale, we spiral to the left. Nice. As we breathe out, place the right hand onto the floor, become aware of the left leg. Place the left foot onto the floor, become aware of the left hand. Scoop the left hand underneath so you've created a stop sign with it. Raise that left leg up and the weight's taken through your right sit bone and then just rock forward and back here, working into that left hip. Bring the rock into a close, push your left heel away and create a serpent's head with the right hand. Hold here and breathe. And as we breathe out, place the left foot, sole of the foot, onto the right. Place your right elbow in your right knee and the left elbow in the left knee. Bring your hands to prayer and do this side butterfly. And look over the left shoulder. Hold and breathe here. Inhale, come up. Place the left knee onto the floor by the right foot. Become aware of the right of the body. Now spiral to the right. Place the hands onto the mat. Or maybe you find you can get your forearms onto the mat. So you've made yourself into a deer sphinx position. Hold and breathe here. Feel the rotation through the vertebrae, the spiraling movement through the trunk. And so from this position, we're going to go into forearm plank. In Yin Yoga, they call it crocodile. And it's crocodile in Yin Yoga because we have a little bit of movement in it. So you want to become aware of your left foot. Come onto the ball of the left foot and then scoot that right leg underneath you so that you make your way into a forearm plank. Now we're going to do crocodile. So you've opened up your fingers and thumbs. Inhale the bottom up. Exhale, bottom down. Inhale the bottom up. Exhale, the bottom down. Inhale the bottom up. Walk your feet to your hands. You don't want to have a slippy blanket there. Walk your feet to your hands. And push through your forearms so that you're in a variation of dolphin. Hold and breathe. And then as you breathe out, place your knees onto the floor. Come up to a high kneeling position. Well done, guys. You're doing great. And the left leg is the leg that's closest to your screen. So you're keeping the left leg there. And you're becoming aware of the right leg. You're stepping the right leg through. And we're ready to go bird of flight again. On the exhale, wings come down, chest to the thigh. Inhale, come up. Exhale. And breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in, come up, stay up. Have a sense of you're soaring through the sky. Feel your heart opening up to the vast expanse above you. Exhale, soar down. Warrior one. Inhale, right arm forward, left arm back, and kneeling warrior. Inhale to crescent moon. Exhale, warrior one. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, warrior one. Inhale, crescent moon. Stay here and breathe. Check the right knee is not collapsing to the left. Inhale, up we come. Keep the left knee where it is, but allow the left lower leg to turn behind you. And you might find you need to adjust that right foot a little. So you're making your way into horse position. Interlace the hands behind your back. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder, take the hands to the earth. As you breathe out, bend the right knee. Drop the head down and raise your arms up and hold and breathe here. Inhale, come. On the exhale, slide your right leg out to the right into gate position. Check that the toes of the right foot are aligned with the left knee. Pelvic basin is in neutral. Raise your wings up, create your hand gesture. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, side bend right. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fly down. Inhale, up. Exhale to the right. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale, fly down. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Hold. Inhale, exhale to the left, hold. Inhale, exhale, fly down. Place the hands onto the earth and become aware of that left leg now. And you bring the left lower leg forward so that you can sit behind it. And we're making our way into deer pose. Bend that right knee. Left hands on the floor, awareness to the right buttock. Breathe in, raise the buttock up. Breathe out, place it down. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, place it down. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, place it down. Right arm, create the mudra. As you breathe in, take it as far behind you. Take the right buttock to the floor. Back of the hand to me. Exhale, rotate to the left. Raise the right buttock. Place the the right hand on the left shoulder. Then on the inhale, palm to you. Sweep back, drop the right buttock to the earth. Then exhale, back into the rotation. Then inhale, sweep into the right buttock to the floor. And then exhale, raise the right buttock, right hand to left shoulder. As you breathe out, place the right hand on the left shin bone, raise the left arm up, create the mudra. Then inhale, sweep it behind you. And again, you might feel some resistance here. I certainly do. And then as you breathe out, drop the right buttock, hug the belly in, take the chin to the chest, and allow the left hand to rest on the right shoulder. Then on the inhale, raise the right buttock and you go to the left. And then exhaling, drop the right buttock, left hand to right shoulder, chin to chest. And then breathing in, extend through the spine and take the left arm behind you. Exhaling. Down we come, right buttock to the floor, belly's hugged in, left hand to right shoulder. Inhale, come up. Place the left hand onto the floor. Place the right foot onto the floor. We're ready to go into that serpent pose. Stop sign with the right hand. It scoops underneath the right leg. Your weight is through your left buttock as you raise the right leg up and you rock it from side to side. Working into that right hip. Bring it to stillness. Push the heel away. And with the left hand, you create your serpent's head and you hold here and you breathe. Now we do the side butterfly. We place the sole of the right foot on top of the left elbow in the left knee, the right elbow in the right knee, the palms together. And we look over the right shoulder. And we hold and we breathe. And now we become aware of that right leg. We're placing the right leg onto the floor. We're becoming aware of the left side of our body and we're spiraling our hands to the left. And maybe we can get our forearms to the floor, making our way into the deer sphinx pose. Hold and breathe. And now we're preparing to go into that forearm plank. So become aware of the right leg, come onto the ball of the right leg, take the left leg underneath us and come into that forearm plank. Hold here, fingers and thumbs are open, so we're mimicking a crocodile. Now inhale the bottom up, the head down, exhale parallel to the earth, breathing in the bottom up and the head down. Exhale, parallel to the earth. Inhale the bottom up. Hold. And this time, as we breathe out, place the knees onto the floor. Come into a cat position. Tuck the toes under. And then walk yourself back so that you're squatting with your heels high up off the earth. Nice. Hold here and breathe. Now your arms, you're going to be an equal perching. Your hands can either be between your legs with your fingertips touching the earth, or maybe you place your hands upon your knees and you push the knees apart, and then you drop your chest towards the floor whilst looking forward. And you imagine that you're perching in a beautiful old tree. And then your arms go behind you and you're soaring off the tree into the vastness of the sky. Now place your hands between your legs again. Inhale the bottom up. Exhale, hang like a rag doll. Bend deeply through the knees, and on your inhale, rounding through the spine. Coming up to a standing plane with a nice letting go sigh. And just pause here for a moment and just feel the effects of your practice. Also giving you the time and the space to adjust into your new standing position. And then when you next breathe out, feel the contact your feet make to the earth. So we're going to practice our Garuda eagle pose once again. So I do have a drink of water now. So Garuda is a balance. So you don't want to be on anything too squidgy. Adjusting your space. Come into mountain pose where your feet are approximately hip width apart. So place the heel of one foot into the instep, come up onto the ball, pivot on the ball and align the toes. So let's do the legs first. So you're taking the weight through the right leg. Your left leg crosses over the right. You can either keep the sole of the foot onto the floor, or if you want to, you can come onto the ball of the left foot. And then as you hold, just close your eyes and see, even though you've got both feet on the earth, how this challenges your balance. Okay, so you can stay here with the legs, or if you desire, you can bend the right knee to create a shelf with the right thigh and allow that left thigh to connect with the right leg. Now, if you're not a chunky gal like I am, then that left foot might be able to travel around the right calf, behind the right calf. And then we come down to perch. So we're sinking here and we're perching. And then on the inhale, we come up and we raise the left leg up. And then on the exhale, we lightly place the left foot onto the earth, affirming that we're here. Good job. Now take the weight through the left leg. Allow the right leg to cross over the left. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Close the eyes. Open the eyes. Choose whether you're going to keep your legs in this position or are you going to create the shelf with the left leg and place your right thigh on that left leg and then bend through the knees. We come down to perch. Then on the inhale, we come up, raise the right leg up, and then exhale, we come to ground. Let's do the arm positions. The easiest one, forearms together. And when the forearms are together, do see if you can get your elbows to touch. You're not doing this. You want the elbows to be touching, if possible. Second one, right arm to the sky, left hand on the right armpit. Walk the arms around so you're giving yourself a big, tight, juicy hug. Relax through the shoulders. Nice. Third one, backs of the hands together. And then the final one, your right arm comes forward and the hand that's close to your face, that's your left hand, you should be able to squeeze your nose. Now you're keeping the thumb of this hand on your nose, so you're not going to move it from there. And then the fingertips of that left hand, wiggle them now, you're placing in the palm of the right. That's the full eagle bind. When you're in the full eagle bind, the fingertips point up. Inhale, opening up your arms, and then exhale, lowering them. Forearms together. Left arm to the sky, right hand to the left armpit, left hand to the right shoulder. Squeeze, big juicy hug. Backs of the hands together. Left arm forward. Squeeze your nose with your right hand. Allow the thumb to stay here. Wiggle the fingertips of your right hand. Place those wiggling fingertips in the left palm. Full eagle bind. Inhale, open up. Exhale, come down to land. Let's add the legs with the arms. Weight through the right leg, left leg on top. Now when the left leg is on top, we want the right arm to be on top. So right arm up, Cross them over. Give yourself a hug. Backs of the hands or the full eagle bind. When you've got your arms in the appropriate position, choose how you're going to keep your legs. You might want to create that shelf. Left leg on top. Weave the legs round each other. And then come down to perch. And then have the forearms, if you can, parallel to the earth. And as we breathe in, we open up our wings like a phoenix coming out of the ashes. And then on the exhale, we come down to ground. Oh, my balance. It's hard tonight. I don't know if you're finding it hard. It is a super moon on Tuesday, so I know the moon affects my balance. Well, that's my excuse. Take the weight through your left leg. Allow the right foot to cross over. Left arm to the sky, cross over. Give yourself a hug. Backs of the hands, full eagle bind. Choose if you're going to keep your legs in this position, or are you going to create the shelf and place that right leg on top of the left leg. And then take the elbows to the knees. Take the forearms parallel to the earth. Inhaling, opening up, raise the right leg up. Exhaling, come down to ground. Pause and feel. When you next breathe out, ground through the contact your feet make to the earth. Last posture for tonight. So let's practice the mudra. So the first one is you have the thumbs and the fingertips touching each other. You've created a nice ball. The second one is the eye of Dhruva, the eye of stillness. So you're raising the ball up and then you're opening up, and the only fingers that are touching are your middle and your ring. You've created a diamond shape and you're gazing through that eye. Gazing through it for wisdom, clarity, insight. And then as we breathe in, we separate the hands. And then on the exhale, we lower to the sides. You can keep your feet hip width apart. We're going to do chair pose using those mudras. So you can keep your feet hip width apart. Let's try it this way first. I'll give you a side view. Arms are by the sides. Then as you breathe in, circle up. Create the mudra above the head. The one where your fingers and thumbs touch each other. Then exhale the bum back. And come down to sit in chair. Hold and breathe. Between your thighs, you have a yoga mat. Squeeze that yoga mat. And as you begin to squeeze, can you notice how your belly muscles engage? On the inhale, straighten up and drop the ball to the level of the eyes. Keep the middle and ring fingers together and create the eye of Dhruva. Gaze through the eye for clear vision. And then as we breathe in, we open up. And on exhale, we lower. Well done. The same again, but this time let's try it with a narrower base of support. And to do that, we're uniting the feet. So we have one leg and one foot. One leg and one foot. Arms are by the sides. Breathing in, circle up. Create the ball above the head. Exhale, bum back into chair. Squeeze your thighs together. Exhale, sink a little bit more. Inhale, straighten up, bring the ball to the level of your eyes. Open up. Middle and ring fingers stay together. You're gazing through the eye of Dhruva, finding your still point. Through the still point, finding insight, wisdom, and clear vision. And on the inhale, open up. And on the exhale, lower to the sides. And then just pause for a moment. Noticing, observing how you're feeling now. Has anything changed from when we first started? When you next breathe out, ground through the contact your feet make to the earth. And we're preparing for meditation and relaxation. Have your drink and prepare your space, please. And we're continuing our exploration of a japa japa. That's our concentration, breathing, and meditation practice, because it has all of those elements within it. So it's a neat little meditation practice and very simple to do. So you're coming to your comfortable seated position, placing the hands in the Gyan Mudra. Lengthen through the spine, relax through the shoulders, check the head is on top of the spine. A little gap between the teeth and the lips are lightly touching. Making your connection with the breath once again. Cool air entering the body. And the warmer air leaving the body. The cool air enters. And the warmer air leaves the body. As you connect with the breath, begin to become aware of those little pauses at the top and at the bottom. They're just momentary pauses. Can you become aware of them? If you like to practice Ujjayi Pranayama, begin to. Those of you not familiar with that, guide your awareness to the root of your tongue, the base of your throat. Begin to lightly engage the muscles here, so that as you breathe in and out through the nose, you hear the characteristic sound of soft snoring or whispering, or it also sounds like you're beneath the sea. Once you've got into a rhythm with your breathing, Begin to become aware of the central channel, the graceful channel, the Sushumna Nadi, a pillar of light, wide or narrow, in a similar position to the spine. Taking your awareness to the pelvic floor, inhaling through the pelvic floor, up Sushumna with Ujjayi Pranayama, up above the crown of the head. Above the crown, hold the breath in for a moment. And then on the exhale, breath and awareness flowing down Sushumna, down and out through the pelvic floor. And when you're below the pelvic floor, hold the breath out for a moment or two longer. Inhaling, breath and awareness flowing up Sushumna Nadi with Ujjayi Pranayama. You reach the top of the breath and you hold the breath in a little while longer. And then exhaling, breath and awareness flowing down that central channel with Ujjayi Pranayama, down and out through the pelvic floor. And when you're beneath the pelvic floor, you hold the breath out for a little while longer. Continuing this way, fully immersed in the practice. Noticing if you're finding it easy or hard to practice this evening. Not trying to figure out why it's one way or the other, but simply noting what type of practice you are having. There's no right or wrong. Every time we sit quietly, we learn something about ourselves. We gain insight. We might even find that new ideas emerge. So continuing in this way, not thinking that you need to get anywhere or be in a particular state. Just simply be where you are now. See if you can immerse yourself in the practice. Or maybe you're finding you cannot concentrate upon it and you're just sat there with your thoughts. If you find that your thoughts are a little bit too much for you, see if you can connect to the breath. See if you can guide your awareness to the breath and see if you can breathe the thoughts away. Continuing in this way for a little while longer. On the inhale, breath and awareness flowing up Sushumna with the pranayama of Ujjayi to the mantra Sam. Hold the breath in above the crown and then exhaling down Sushumna with Ujjayi pranayama to the mantra Ham. At the bottom, you hold the breath out, remembering to mentally repeat on the inhale, so. Above the crown, hold the breath in, and then exhaling, hum, mentally repeat out through the pelvic floor, and you hold the breath out, continuing this way for a little while longer. When you next arrive at the pelvic floor area, stay here. Release Ujjayi Pranayama and begin to become aware of your physical form, the heaviness of your body upon the floor. Feel that contact, body to floor, floor to body. Begin to become aware of the room you're in, the shape of the room, where the windows and the doors are, whom you are sharing the space with. And then with minimum disruption, disturbance to what you are currently experiencing, begin to transition from seated to lying, please. Using a prop for your head, maybe some pillows for beneath your legs to bolster them up. Maybe you prefer to lie in semi-supine. If you're practicing a room where there's a bed, you might choose to lie in the bed beneath the coverings. And just spend a few moments making sure you're very comfortable, making all the adjustments you need to props, to clothing, body parts, to hair, to coverings, so that you can rest quietly, peacefully, deeply, and hopefully still. Becoming aware of the whole of your body, the whole of your body, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. Don't miss out any part of you. Breathe into your feet. And on out breath, relax your feet. Inhaling into your legs. And on out breath, relax your legs. Inhaling into your buttocks. And on out breath, relax your buttocks. Breathe into the whole of your back. And on an exhalation, relax your back. Guide your awareness to your belly and chest. Breathe into your belly. And on an out breath, relax your belly. Inhaling into your chest. On an exhalation, relax your chest. Taking your awareness now to your hands and arms. Breathe into your hands, the backs, the palms, each finger and thumb. Exhale, relax your hands. Inhaling into your arms. And on an out breath, relax your arms. Breathe into the tops of your shoulders. On an out breath, relax your shoulders. Inhaling into the whole of your neck. On an out breath, relax your neck. Breathe into the whole of your head. Exhale, relax your head. Inhaling into your beautiful face, your forehead, temples, cheeks, jawlines, the eyebrows, the eyebrow center, the eyes, the tip of your nose, the whole of your nose, the root of your tongue, the whole of your tongue, teeth, lips, and chin. And on the exhale, relax the whole of your face. Inhaling into the whole body and deep breath out, relax and soften through the whole body. Breathing in and on the exhale, Deep relaxation flows through the whole body. Behind your closed eyelids, begin to imagine a glorious spring day, warm, clear blue sky, not a cloud in sight. And you're exploring a mountain, traveling through a variety of landscapes, following a path to the top, traveling through farmland, through woodlands. Eventually you arrive at the moor, and the more you notice that the path becomes narrower and a little bit more challenging and slightly steeper. And you weave and you meander through the moorland. You find areas of peat and bogginess, dark, rich soil, grit stone in a variety of shapes dotted here and there. Feel alive as you walk through nature. Feel the air upon your skin, the sun upon you. Listen to a myriad of birds that live within the moorland. Eventually you arrive at the highest point. You look around you at the panoramic view. Across from you, you can see hills and mountains. Beneath you, woodlands and streams. Behind you, farmland and roads. You find a rock shaped flat and smooth like a saucer. You lie here, star-shaped, feeling tired but invigorated by your walk. You gaze up at that infinite clear blue sky and hear soaring on the thermals effortlessly, wings outstretched, two mighty eagles, sunshine upon their back, legs tucked under their tail. Listen to their calls, see the color of their feathers glistening in the sunlight. Imagine the view they have from way up high. Pretend that you're one of them soaring in that space. Exhilaration, freedom, a deep connection with everything. Allow yourself to rest in this beautiful environment, allowing a feeling of completeness, wholeness, connection, integration settle deep within you. Relax, release, and let go. Have one more breath here. On your exhale, feel the connection your wondrous body makes to the earth. Begin to feel the breath within your belly and chest, beneath your armpits, sides, waist of the body. Feel the breath in the whole of your back, the light touch of air within your nasal passageways, the back of your mouth, the throat area. On the inhale, feel your body expanding. On the exhale, contracting. Inhaling expansion, exhaling contraction. As you deepen the breath, begin to explore small movements within the feet and the hands, making those movements more expressive, progressively larger. Stretch, yawn, wriggle, wiggle, rock, roll, sigh out. Whatever feels very lovely. And eventually you may find that you'd like to roll onto a side. And before lovingly bringing yourself up to a seated position, once seated, place your left hand on your heart and your right hand upon your belly. Left hand on your heart, right hand upon the belly. Feel the warmth of your palms going into the depths of your body. Feel yourself being nourished by your own caress. Feel the breath and the heartbeat within your palms. And within your heart space, visualize the light, the sun and the moon resting here in your heart cave. Illuminating the qualities of deep love and compassion. And from this space of deep love and compassion, beginning to honor a lineage of teachers, past and into the future, human or more natural forms. Humans are part of nature, wrong words. Human forms or not human forms, such as other types of animals, or even the mountains, the sky, the sea, the trees, plants. Connecting with your inner teacher, and allowing the wisdom of all these teachers to shine through and guide you. Chanting the mantra Om 3 times now, breathing in deeply. Drawing the palms together, warming the palms. Placing the warm palms over the closed eyes. Open the eyes behind the palms. Pause here for a moment. And then gently bringing our awareness back into the space. Namaste, beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful week. And remember, we've got outdoor classes, weather permitting. We've also got a lovely walk planned, and we're fundraising as well. That was all in the email that I sent to you on Friday. Sending lots of love. Take care now. Bye for now.